Clid can then tidy up, and in the meantime, Viper has just pressed a whole bunch of buttons and done some right-clicking.
So, yeah, while this, the Malphite ultimate had so much follow-up here for Hanwha Life Esports, let me raise one concern, is that Live Sandbox has so much peel as well here in this comp, and if the Malphite goes in, he's not going out. Just the last one kind of felt like it might be if Hanwha Life get on a roll.
Yeah, I think Zenith Blade actually coming through here as Kyle doesn't exactly have the Shield of Daybreak yet because he's only level 1.
Viper alive. Clid coming down here, level 4. They're looking for it.
Missile Dive coming through here as Kyle wants to avoid the Tongue Lash. Not going to be able to do so here as Viper just throwing Qs around. Good flash to taxi out, but you can see Clid wants to find even more still. Willa making his way in, and he can feel free to be able to do so.
Willer going to come over here and bop him on the head for just a second here. Clid's red buff has expired.
Yeah. And he gets a Molten Shield as Zeka's like, why are we fighting everyone? And Clid's just going to be taken down for first blood. Zeka now going to be punished as Unstoppable Force here towards the top side.
Not a surprise. Kyle?
Yeah, taking a fair bit of damage here, but the Q misses there from Viper immediately. The cleanse is going to come through as Kyle's going to flash. It's a fantastic ultimate out from Kyle, and that is the flash piercing arrow from Teddy.
From Kyle, and Viper panicking, cleansing there, but it's not enough life, just taking way too much damage there. And Kingen, speaking of damage, he is also going to be taking some. It's a bomby fight up here.
Yeah, it's just we're trying to burn each other. It's a heroic charge. It's not going to find the stun. And Kingen's going to say yes.
Closer, let's see if he actually gets caught. This could be massive.
Yeah, Kingen biding his time for now as Clid looking to come in. There's the Unstoppable Force. The stun comes through as well from the Incinerate, and Zeka is going to very comfortably grab the kill. And this is exactly what this composition does. But I think this time Closer is actually having a better performance as Kingen's addicted to this, man. Like, he's just really...
But he's Malphite and they can't hurt him. He actually hurts them more because he's got Sunfire. Jack shows for Birdall is also pretty good, but it takes some time to get online. As you can see, it is now starting to do work here as Kingen can't hurt the Poppy. Poppy does not take damage.
Yep, but also, you know, is there much hurting that...
That's a flash.
Still going to flash. Actually holds the
ult. This is right.
Well, now a teleport is available here from Kingen, so he's going to move on over. Getting into position now as Hanwha Life definitely don't want to give away Soul Point, especially when it's Infernal Soul.
I mean, already if this Live Sandbox fight is winning front to back, so you should be worried if you're Hanwha Life.
Well, there is the ultimate to come through from the Poppy. They get rid of the Malphite, so he can't engage. And that is Soul Point going over to Live Sandbox. Moonlight Vigil comes down, though. And there is the bounce. Unstoppable Force into the backline as well, as Closer looks to try and get the heck out of there. And he will be able to do so.
100% non-theme for the comp as, oh man, Closer, you got away with it once. I don't know if he gets away with it twice. They have numbers.
Yeah, Solar Flare comes in, and Zeka has a different idea, as he is going to be taken down. And can they actually get Clid as well? Because... this was like everyone had plans to kill everyone else.
I think this trade favors Live Sandbox. It's anything that Hanwha Life trades while they're not getting more control over the map. But
unless Teddy and Birdall just die to Kingen.
Yeah, well, this is not it.
Yeah, they're just going to look for Birdall at least. 2 flashes, that's high value.
Force a turn, fight on your terms, allow the engage.
Oh, look at Zeka's flank angle, but he's actually spotted on this ward. Baron's going to knock him up there as well, as we're looking for the ultimate from Birdall. He doesn't actually find it, as Kingen's in the pit. There is the Zenith Blade to try and start off this fight, as Teddy potentially getting zoned, as Zeka just drops a bear on him. The Baron now just forgotten, as the Malphite is going to be taken down. Tibbers is fighting Teddy, who's just killed Zeka, and Red-White is in for Viper, and now he is the entirety of the team that is left up and available, and he knows it as well. He's still looking to push forward for more.
Is going to actually get another charge here on that inhibitor turret, and I like the... oh, this is... well, 8 maybe.
Yeah, they're going...
they have vision. Like, I don't know about this one.
And Closer not going to teleport inside the pit, as that is going to be a decent ult, but it only lands onto Willa. He dives back in again because he had no choice, and it is a dead mountain.
I think this game might just be over. Atlas, I don't know if there's any way for Hanwha to do anything on the map anymore. Clid looking for a steal here. Flash and ult available, but no vision, no idea.
Does it even matter if he steals this away? Like, he's trying to get a Baron when there is just no game available. Willer's still going to be able to take the Baron. And now Hanwha Life Esports kind of realized that all... I think it's Azonya's. No, it's actually just the stopwatch.
Yeah.
From Closer, as Kingen once again just going to get popped. Teddy doing so much work there with those chains of corruption.
It's just really clean.
Yeah, it's working out extremely well as Zeka is going to go home, gets a trip back to the fountain. As Viper throws out the ulti, finds Kyle with it, but he's...
There's a bit of a meme in the Korean community, to a certain extent in the Western community as well. The only Malphite player is Keen in the LCK because he's the only one who wins with it in any regularity. But this Malphite, once again, has just been a punching bag in this game. What you should be doing, but they did not, unfortunately. Well, Clid.
Corruption comes down, and Clid is just dead. The Hail of Arrows comes through, activates that Blighted Quiver, and my goodness, the burst damage with this AP Varus is just huge. And Zeka, yeah, he's walking around with a stun prepped, but who's he going to be stunning? Has Flash available. There's just nowhere to really put it as Viper, not sure about that one. He does get devoured, try and keep him alive, and now he's in position to try and do some damage. Bertel in a little bit of trouble, but the Tibber's not really doing anything there whatsoever. I think they just wanted to utilize a whole bunch of their buttons before their Nexus inevitably explodes. Keeper's Verdict going to get charged. It finds the Aphelios, who doesn't travel very far, given the fact that he's already inside his base. Zeka just trying to stay at arm's length here, getting some damage down, but these Nexus turrets not long for the world life. A very similar story here, as Viper still has some damage available. The Clid's going to respawn now, and it looks like Liv Sandbox are just going to back. Never mind. Close is coming through. They do grab the mountain one more time, but it's in trade for the Pigeon, who's worth a little bit more money at this point in time.
I mean, they don't have... Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get stunned up, and that is Clid dead one more time.
But is there really a chance to come back from here is the question. It seems unlikely, as Clid is going to get caught here trying to clear this ward. Chains of Corruption into Kyle over the wall here. Gives the Leona some space to get into the base with that Eclipse. And then, I mean, great attempt here from Life. Try to keep Aphelios in this. It's good enough for him to survive and put a bunch of damage back, but ultimately Liv Sandbox just had such a lead and so much poke. I mean, this is a crazy long replay we're watching. We're putting it on time 16. But then
also, like, Viper being up there just shows that there must be a bit of frustration at the state of this game right now.
I mean, he does come back with full health, right? And once he gets that Infernum out, they have to leave. I want to see what happens to Clid here exactly, as Closer also will die, which is a critical part of why Liv Sandbox cannot end. As Clid, as his ear dashes forward into Chains of Corruption. Yeah, probably not the call there, unfortunately, but just trying to supply space for Viper. They're trying to end again. Part 2.
Looking for the opportunity there as Kyle finds a Solar Flare, stuns up the Aphelios. Great knockups, but he does get devoured, and now can Viper actually get the damage through is the question, as Willer is spaced decently by the Aphelios, but there is so much money on this Liv Sandbox roster. They do kill the Wukong, but now everyone's piling onto Viper, who's at least staying alive for a long time. He gives it an honest effort, but eventually Liv Sandbox will bring us to a third and final game of the series.